decided to go ahead and show you me being stupid. Or recovering from being stupid, I should say. Not stupid, but making a mistake anyway. Hey, if I show you all the great stuff I do, I'm sort of bound to show you the dumb stuff I do, and this is one of them. You saw me working on this painting yesterday, and late in the day, late in the process, my youngest son Cameron came home, and Cameron likes looking for cars, like shopping for cars, likes looking at cars and stuff like that. He's a car guy. He's 23, but he's good at it. He's really good at it. If you need somebody to buy a car for you, call my son Cameron. Anyway, he walked in the door and said, "Dad," in that way that only a 23-year-old can. And he said, "Dad, those cars." I said, "What? What?" And you know, I really had just made here's the mistake I made. Real simple. It's dumb. I really feel dumb telling this to you, but anyway, here's what happened. I'd kind of forgotten that one of the clients for this painting, one of the people that's paying the bills, is this car dealership, and duh, I bet you car dealers are going to be fussy about what their cars look like. That is so obvious, I can't believe. But anyway, I wasn't thinking that way yesterday, so I usually try to avoid being you know, make and model specific, because I think that's distracting. It's the same thing when I'm doing clothing on people. I usually try to avoid any kind of trendy style of clothing, because then those trends will go out of style, and then my painting will be out of style. Try to avoid hairstyles, unless it's a portrait, of course, then you pretty much have to do what the person is wearing and so forth. But when I do figures in my painting, I try to avoid being specific, and that's sort of the way I approach cars too. I don't want it to people to go, "Oh yeah, that's a 1999 or that's a 2010 whatever." I just want it to look like the car. But in this case, you know what? I think that was a mistake. In this case, a car dealership is going to be kind of fussy, and they want it to look like their car. So Cameron walked in and said, "Dad." I said, "What?" And he was actually absolutely right. So bummer. I thought I was closer to being done with this painting than I was. I went to bed grumpy. Not really, not too grumpy. And so this morning I've tackled it afresh. Pulled up some reference, pulled up some other reference off the internet for these cars, and I'm going back, and it's really not, the hard part is not drawing the car. The hard part is correcting all the background, because when you paint in layers and layers and layers like this, you can't just go in and you know, make the correction in one layer, or it'll stand out like a sore thumb or whatever. So I have to go back and sort of go through the whole process, every layer. All the layers that I did to this, I have to do that in the correction. Okay, enough talking, enough humiliation. Now you can watch me paint if you want to. So I'm finished with the acrylic underpainting. I'm ready to get started doing oil on top of the acrylic, and I'm going to start out by finishing BG's portrait. I've pulled up the pencil drawing that I did at the very beginning, and now I'm ready to do his portrait, finish it in oil.